It's your boy LB at the Hit Factory, talking our talk. You know, I would say box talk, box corner, but we're not at box talk, box corner. Right now, we at the lab. We in the lab where the dreams is made, where the skills are created, and that's the topic of today. Like, we hear a lot about all of these fighting arts, 52 blocks, Wing Chun, boxing, Muay Thai, all of these great arts. And some of the stuff that leads to the fantasy of these fighting arts is that you go take up Muay Thai and then you're a Muay Thai killer. And this is not true. And this is where it always comes back to, it's not the art, it's the fighter. And we hear that a lot, but what does that mean? That it's not the art, it's the fighter. What that really means is the art doesn't train, you train. You know, when you start training Wing Chun ain't training to get no better, but you're training to get better. Wing Chun is one of the methods you're using to better yourself. So this is why it will always fall on the fighter's shoulders and never the art's shoulders. Just because you take up Muay Thai don't mean you throw awesome kicks, because Muay Thai has a system of kicks that if you take the art, the kicks suddenly appear for you and they work for you. No. What works for you is repetition. That's what the human body understands. That's what the mind understands. That's what the soul understands. That's what the muscles understand. Is you have to do it 1,000 times, and then you got to do it 10,000 times. And this is the whole meat and potatoes of any said skill, any said training system or art, is that boxing just doesn't come to you. You have to train like an animal. You know, you got to train, wake up and train some more. Then when you sit down to relax, you got to get up and train some more. Before you go to bed, you got to train some more. When you wake up, you got to train some more. This is the only thing that Manchurian candidates your brain into believing you can actually do this under pressure. See, that's the problem. Now, you have these fighting arts, but then you have the human body, the human mind, and it works a certain way. You can only lie to yourself. You think you're going about your way, you're lying to people, you think you're getting over, but you're only lying to yourself because your brain knows that you're a liar. It knows that you can't achieve none of these things. It knows that you're putting people on, and eventually you end up turning against yourself. And we as the outside people, we just witnesses, like, what's going on with him? But that's the thing about training. You know, you'll have these guys walk into the gym and say, yeah, I've been training boxing. I've been doing boxing for 3 years. What they leave out is that they only been doing it for 3 years, one Saturday out the week. And then they get in the ring and get their clocks clean. And all they have is an excuse like, I did boxing. No, you didn't. You know, you don't do boxing, you do yourself. Boxing is the vehicle that helps you to get back to yourself. That's why training is essential. You know what my teacher told me? We cry in training so we can laugh on the battlefield. Now, when you make that come true, then you can be a good fighter. You got to cry in training. I mean, cry, break down, tears. So when you're on the battlefield, you laugh like the Joker. Training is the true essence of all of this. Not this art, not the said skill. 52 blocks means nothing. People ask me if I can make 52 blocks work. Hell yeah. I've done it for the last 12 years, 8 hours a day. At that level, I can make anything work. Doing anything for 8 hours a day for 10 years. If you shoveled shit for 8 hours a day for 10 years, you know what type of shit shoveler you would be in 10 years. You'd be shoveling pounds of shit faster than anybody. You probably wouldn't even need a shovel anymore. That's the way the human body works. Repetition over everything. Training, more training. I heard Michael Jordan shot 10,000 J's a night. I don't know if it's true, but he probably shot something close to that every night. So that when he throws the ball up, it finds the net. Just like when I throw this left hook up, it finds your face. Because I've thrown it over 10,000 times. My muscles understand it. My brain understands it. My soul understands it. So once again, it is not the art. It is the fighter, and how much time the fighter is willing to give up of his life essence to capture excellence. So there you have it. Another good talk with Light Burley, training over everything.